like picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable?
That is hot. What a throw. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Texans. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Off play action. Poe. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Poe. That is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Off the play fake. Poe. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Off play action. Poe. This is caught by McMillan. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Again, they go with Watson. Brick wall right in the middle of the yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Yo. Yeah.
On the handoff, Watson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Play action. Here's Stroud. Now swing pass for Dillon. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
It's Dillon again. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
All right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Stroud off the play fake. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Poe eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Poe. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Poe. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A final shot before break. Poe. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession? And
that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Back to throw. Poe. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Off play action. Poe. A short one. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud, short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play action. Stroud now. Coleman has it here right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hunter Henry. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Operating from the gun. Poe. Flush to his right. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Poe. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it third and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Looking to throw. Poe. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win.
And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
WSG.
Incomplete.
Partner, take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then...
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, but boy, can it set a tone early.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Now here he goes. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Roll. Throwing on the run. Deep down that left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards them, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Dillon, a 1st down carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Stroud. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally.
Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Bengals can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. Throwing on the run, deep down. They connect on the deep shot. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Jackson now to return it. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Coleman with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
On the quick, right?
First down, Stroud. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Stroud throwing here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they cannot be happy to have spent all three of theirs in this opening quarter. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's loaded another one up. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. Dillon makes the catch. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pressure comes, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Here we go.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they face second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans get it back after making their third first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Throwing is Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans looking at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You get to 2nd and short, and you love your options as a play caller. Sure, it's a great time to take a shot, but it's an even better time to feed the fullback.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Able to get it to Edwards. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And that makes it 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's 4th down. Here's Stroud. That's taken in by Henry. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.